In this video, I'm going to look at how we can move the turtle with reference to the invisible graph that appears on the screen area onto which we can make drawings with the turtle within the Python programming language. Let us consider this snippet of code. Here you can see I am importing the turtle module that enables us now to have our Python program perform tasks defined in the turtle module, and this line is creating an instance of the turtle, and this is the name that's then bound to that instance. On this line, we're executing a message that's being sent to the turtle that will invoke this method, the shape method, and we pass to the method this string turtle, which will mean that the turtle will display in the shape of a turtle. This line creates an instance of a screen that this name is bound to, and the turtle will appear within this drawing area here. Let's now consider the runtime for this computer program, and what we're going to see at runtime is the following. And you can see here we have the turtle displayed, and we can see it is the shape of a turtle, and we need to consider its position, and its position is smack bang in the middle of the drawing area. Now this is the drawing area here. This is the screen that I've named drawing underscore area, and here you can see the turtle in the middle of that area, and we need to remind ourselves what the coordinate position is for this turtle, and we can see it's at position when x is a 0 and when y is a 0. When considering turtle graphics, we have to bear in mind that we're moving the turtle effectively around a graph that's defined as you can see here. We have an x-axis and we have a y-axis, and we can see we have a positive x-axis, a positive y-axis, and also we can see we have a negative x and a negative y-axis. And for the program we can see here, the turtle appears right in the center at position 0, 0. Now when the program is running, we don't see these axes. We have to imagine that they're there, and we move the turtle with reference to the coordinate positions that these axes define. So when we consider the turtle, its current position, it's at the 0 position on the x-axis and it's at the 0 position on the y-axis, and we can show that as this: 0 for x and 0 for y, and you can see they're separated by a comma, and you can see the brackets appear there. Now we can also represent this as follows, where we have this representing the 0 for the x and y respectively. Let's take a closer look at the turtle, and we can see its head is here, and you can see in this case that the turtle is looking straight along the x-axis in the positive direction. Now where the turtle's head is pointing is important, as we'll see when we carry on with looking at what we can achieve with the turtle module. Let's now consider this computer program, and we can see that these lines are identical to the program we've just considered, and I've just added these two lines. If we consider this line first, you can see that I'm moving the turtle forward 150, and this line, well, it's going to the turtle and it's writing the turtle's current position, and what this is doing, it's setting the font for their output and the size of the font, and saying it is normal, meaning it's not bold, it's not italic. And if we look at the runtime for this computer program, what we will see is this, and we can see that the turtle is now in this position. It's moved from where it was here, which was the origin, and that's where x was 0 and y was 0, and now it's moved to this position, and we can see here that's position 150 on the x-axis and it's 0 on the y-axis. Now that's where the turtle should be, because here we've said move it forward 150, and because the turtle was looking along the x-axis, it's moved along the x-axis, because we can zoom in and look at the head of the turtle, and you can see it's pointing in the direction in which the turtle's actually moved. Consequently, we can see here that the current coordinate position of the turtle is 150 along the x-axis and 0 along the y-axis, meaning it hasn't moved up or down the y-axis. It stayed at position 0 on the y-axis. Let's now consider this computer program, which shows one change from the last one we considered, and the change is shown on this line. And here you can see I have backward, whereas before it said forward. So this is the turtle, this is the message. The message is now going to invoke this method, and we're going to move the turtle backward this distance here, 150. So if we now look at the runtime for this is what we will get. We can see the turtle is now here, and we can see it has moved along the x-axis to position -150, and it is still on the y-axis position of 0. So the turtle has moved from here to here. But let's zoom in on the turtle, and we can still see it's looking along the x-axis, and it is as if the turtle has walked backward to this position. It's still pointing, if you like, forward, but we've moved it backward, and we can see that by the head of the turtle. Let's now consider this computer program, and you can see here that I now have this forward compared to what I've just been looking at where this was backward. But if we have a closer look at this, we can see in here I'm saying move it forward in the negative direction 150, and of course this is going to print out the position of the turtle on the screen. So if I now run this program, what we're going to see is the following, and the turtle is in this position. It's moved from here to here, but we can say that we've moved it forward, but we've moved it forward in the negative direction. So this line of code had the same effect as moving the turtle backward by 150, positive 150, as we saw in the last program. So we can see we can move the turtle backward by using this method, but putting in here a negative value. And if you look at the head of the turtle, you can still see that it's looking along the x-axis. Let's now consider this snippet of code, and we've seen these lines in an earlier program in this video. What I've done, however, I've added this line, and what this is going to do, it's going to tell the turtle to move left by 90 degrees. So when we look to the runtime of this computer program, we're going to see the following. We can see the turtle has moved from here, which is the 00 position, to here, which is the 150 along the x, and 0 on the y. But look at the position of the turtle's head. It's here, because I've rotated the turtle to look in this direction, which is of course the direction looking up along the positive y-axis. I've taken the program I've just considered and I've added this line, which is saying move the turtle forward by 100. Now if we look at the runtime for this, what we're going to get is the following. And you can see the turtle started here. This moved the turtle forward 150 to this position. This rotated the turtle by 90 degrees, so the turtle was then looking directly up. And then, of course, we moved it forward 100, which is what's happening here. We've moved from here to here, and we can see the turtle is now positioned here. Now, where is that along the x and the y-axis? Well, we've moved 150 along the x, and we've moved 100 up the y. So the coordinate position of this is 150, 100, where the x is 150 and the y is 100. To show what I've just described as being correct, I'm taking the same program and I'm adding this line. And what this is going to do, it's going to write the turtle's position in this font so we can see where it is ended up on the drawing area. So let's look to the runtime and we can see that is here, and you can see that the coordinate position is 150 for the x and 100 for the y. And look to the head of the turtle and you can see it's looking in this direction. Why is it now looking in that direction? Because I rotated it with this left 90 degrees. Check out the supporting website for these videos. In addition, why not follow me on Twitter, as I issue a tweet every time I upload a new video.